What's going on, my credit fiends? Today we're going to be talking about what an authorized user is. Why would you go ahead and put somebody on your card, or why would somebody else add you to their credit card? Like what is this about? Why do people do it? All right, so let me go ahead and write what it is exactly so you understand what it is we've been talking about here. So authorized user. So basically what this does is it gives someone the ability to make charges on your card or vice versa. Okay, so that's what an authorized user is. They're going to have their own card. They can go out, they can make purchases, they can access the account, they can pay bills for you or do whatever you need to do. Why is this good? Why is it bad? Well, I'll tell you why it's a good thing, and then the bad things are just going to be the opposite of whatever it is. So I'll tell you all the good stuff about it and why I personally do it, okay? So the very first biggest reason why you would add someone or vice versa is this right here. This is always number one, right? Payments history. Boom. Number one, 100%, right? Because this is one of the biggest things that go up in your whole credit score, okay? So number one, payment history. You're going to adopt all of the payment history from that account onto your credit profile. So if they miss a payment, now you have missed a payment. If they made 100% of their payments, now you're 100% of your payments. It translates exactly over. It brings that whole account over. Another reason why you would want to do it, why I just said that, number of accounts. This is also a good beneficial thing to your credit score if that account obviously is in the green, like I'm saying that the account is in good standing. Adding that is going to increase the number of your accounts, which is only going to make the banks trust you even more, because now you are basically saying that, hey, I have X amount of number of accounts. This makes me a little bit more responsible than I was before. Now I can handle multiple accounts, okay? That's another reason why an authorized user is a good thing, okay? Another good reason is your another big reason is utilization, okay? This is where I start getting into some of my other videos about high limit credit cards and things like that, okay? Utilization right here is how much of your credit that you're using. So your credit score is based mostly upon obviously like your payment history and things like that. But one of your bigger factors that can dramatically increase or decrease your score is your utilization. Okay, so if you have, let's say for easy numbers, if you have $1,000 of available credit and you're using 50% of that, that's going to hurt your score. Normally you want to stay, if you haven't watched my last videos, go watch that, but I'll give you a quick breakdown. Normally you want to stay between 0% and 10%. Obviously either paying it off or only carrying a balance of 10%, which is great. Okay, and then the next levels would be between 10% and 30%. This is if you're carrying a balance, okay? That's where you want to stay at. And being an authorized user on somebody's account is going to add to your utilization, because it's going to show up on your credit report. Like I said, you're going to adopt payment history, number of accounts, utilization. So now let's say you had 1,000 available and you're using $500 of your total limit, right? You're carrying a balance of 500 out of the 1,000. Now they go ahead and throw another 1,000 in there. Now you have a total balance of 2,000. Now your utilization went from 50% to 25%. Now you're in this part where your credit score can turn out a lot better, right? So boom, credit utilization is another big reason as to why. And the final sauce that I'm going to give you guys in this video, there's plenty more reasons as to why, you know what I'm saying? But the final thing I'm going to give you guys in this video right here is, let me see how I want to word this, because you basically, all right, let me just go ahead and write it. Comparable credit. Now, a lot of people do not know about comparable credit, but this goes as well as in the car thing, like auto loans, things like that on the other side, not just on credit card areas. But comparable credit is very important, because that's going to show the banks what you are, like AKA number of accounts, how you are responsible with handling your credit. So if you have a 5K card and you're automatically asking for a 20K card, you gotta basically take it in steps. You're less likely to get approved if all you have is lower limit credit cards. Like, let's say you have like a 500 limit card, you have $1,000 limit card, and a 2K. Like, your chances of getting approved for that 5K is a little bit better because you have the 5, then you have the 1,000, then you have the 2,000. So now you can go into steps, right? But you're not going to automatically be able to make big jumps from 500 limit to a $10,000 limit credit card unless the only reason that I could see this, and this is just my experience, as to giving you from 500 to 10,000, is if you have like a significant increase in your income and you've been doing very good with that $500 card, and you're going through someone probably like Navy Federal or credit union or something like that. Because either way, you're still going to have to build up your credit. You know what I'm saying? You're still going to have to build up some type of history, right? Payment history, and establish that type of that age. Okay, that's another one that I wasn't really going to add in here, but credit age, your age, and this goes in of course with like number of accounts too, but it's a separate tier. So your age of your credit is going to age your credit either positively or negatively. If you go in and you add a 10-year-old credit card to the credit mix, and you know what I'm saying, your average is only 2 years, that's going to bump your credit age up, which is going to add a little bit more, you know what I'm saying, saucy up points to your credit score without you even having to do nothing. Just get your parents, anybody that you trust, get their, you know what I'm saying, have them have your social. You can go on there together, add you to one of their cards that's in really good standing, and boom, everything that's happening on that card is going to report to yours. And you can also do this with your youngins too. Like, if your parents or something like that, or have younger brothers and stuff like that are under 18, I'm pretty sure like after like 13 or something like that, 16, 18, you can add them to your cards, add them to your credit accounts, and that history is going to report to their credit score, and aka that's boosting up their credit score without them having to even do anything. I mean, this is all what it is. Now they're starting to catch on to this stuff a little bit, so it doesn't have as much of an effect like trade lines and stuff. People go out and buy trade lines, like go buy, like pay 5,000 or 3,000 to have a 50K credit line appear, or a loan or something appear on their credit score or their credit profile for like 30 days or whatever it is, so that they can go and buy a house or do whatever they need to do, get a loan, But this is really the key right here as to how to get that higher 6-figure level of credit accounts. Like I have myself, I'm an authorized user on a lot of different accounts, and that's how I'm able to, you know what I'm saying, make some moves like that. You know what I'm saying? Credit utilization. Go watch them other videos, because you need credit fiend. You need this information. If you don't have this information with today, the way inflation is going and these interest rates is about to come down, bro, trust me, bro. Watch these videos. I got a lot planned for y'all. Watch these videos. You need credit fiend. We fiending for that credit.